Hi guys, I'm Marie from Marie Gems Purple Print Creative, and today I'm going to talk about how I couldn't afford a photographer for my small business, so I did this instead. So for a long time, almost every photo on my website was AI generated. Now, this wasn't to fool anyone or anything like that. It's just because I couldn't afford a professional product photography to do all the branding as a small business owner trying to do everything. I was running my business from a 2-bedroom apartment with 7 kids, and my office was literally the living room. A TV was behind me, toys everywhere, and it was not the dedicated workspace that I wanted. Did not have good lighting because there was no freaking lighting in that living room at all, or place to take photos. And this is one of the things that no one really talks about when starting a business from home, is you don't always have the money for branding. You don't always have the money to hire a graphic designer or photographers to do your branding photos of yourself or the perfect setup. Literally, I started Marie Gems from a 2-bedroom apartment. We had just moved from a motel for 3 months, and we got a 2-bedroom apartment, and we stayed there for almost 3 years. And that's when I started building Marie Gems from the ground up. We have came a long way since then, and no one really talks about, how to try to make your website look professional when you don't have the money to go hire a photographer and do all the branding stuff for you and everything. So I used the tools that I had available. We had AI. AI was just becoming a thing, and I okay, instead of waiting to be perfect, I'm gonna use AI photos to help on my website and use markups. Because let's face it, as a small business, you cannot just make every freaking product and take your own photography, and when you're on a limited budget, just not realistic. So I decided to use AI, and to be honest, some of my website photos is still AI generated, but I am working towards, as of yesterday, June 7th, I started putting in my own photos of my websites that I've done for Your Kind Mind, Let's Launch Branding, and Elegant Bakery. So I started using my own product photography. I've been taking some here and there for when I actually do make products. I've been taking my photos, but I decided to finally start implementing my own personal photography into my actual website. So this is kind of my turning point of moving away from AI generated photos for my website. And honestly, it feels amazing that I'm finally to a point that I can have like a dedicated spot for photography. Still don't have the money to hire a photographer, but it's all about process and, moving forward little by little. It has taken me years to get to this point where I can actually have my desk set up that has the purple background sequence and everything that matches my branding. And it literally took me so much time. It was not an easy, we're gonna create these type of photos in like a matter of minutes. No, this has taken me years to figure out and perfect that what I wanted for my small business. So I love AI. I use it to help me with things that I struggle with personally. And the biggest takeaway I want you guys to take from this video is that when you happen to start taking your own photos, the photos will not always be perfect, that you're still learning, you're still trying to improve, but they are yours. They are your real products, they're your real inventory and your real work. The biggest lesson is a lot of small business owners wait until they can afford everything, like the professional branding, the photography, the videos, and let's be realistic. As a mom of 7, nothing is freaking perfect. So, but you got to start somewhere. So if you have to use AI generated photos until you're able to get your product photography for your website, at least it's a starting point. And as you build your business and grow, you can always switch the images out to your own products and everything, and your own photography is the bigger win than having perfect photos is that it's yours. So in summary, it's about business growth, using the resources you have and starting before you're ready, because let's be honest, no one's ever ready to start a small business. You just kind of figure it out as you go. Especially with building Marie Gems, I've done a lot of up and down the whole shebang, from motel to 2-bedroom apartment to finally getting our 7-bedroom house where I have a dedicated office space. It's going step by step. So these are the stories that you will remember as you're building your small business. So you might start out with AI generated photos because you do not have the money for a graphic designer or a professional photographer. And I'm here to tell you that's okay. And even as a small business myself, I'm slowly working in my own photography and my own actual realistic images, but it takes time. It's not an overnight success. You're gonna struggle, you're gonna have ups and downs. So for all the small business owners out there, remember, you got this, one small step at a time. Nothing's ever gonna be perfect. You're gonna learn, change things as you grow. So that is my video for this week, guys, and catch more of Marie Gems / Purple Print Creative, and I shall catch y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.